good things will happen.
That's what this is all about. The Minnesota State High School League has done such a wonderful job of taking it to the next level. The best state high school league in the entire nation.
You look at the state of hockey here in Minnesota, about 124 girls teams, 64 in Class A, 60 in Class AA. There's a lot of girls that play hockey, and they start off their season back in November wanting to get to this point right here today. And right now we got two teams out there battling for the state championship on Championship Saturday.
16:39 to go, just underway, third period. Right now, Emily Rybert sits with the GW on her stick. Breck wants to have something to say about that as well. People's lives will be different after this game forever. Viner on the backhand will send it back to the line. She'll get it again on the half wall. Shoots, blocked by McMillan. 1-on-2. Here comes Melitza McMillan. McMillan goes wide. Toe drag, front of the net. Shot on goal. Conley right there.
We talked earlier about Breck needing to capitalize on chances. Right there was a great chance from Melitza McMillan. Look at this. She drives hard to the outside. Toe drag, actually pulls it back. And she comes in. Let's listen here. You can hear the ice. Look at the speed. You can just see the speed. She has such poise and unbelievable stick handling skills out there.
Shot through traffic, blocked. Moving up the right wing side comes Emily Engelmeyer. And now the nice back pressure coming back hard through the neutral zone. Kate Schipper forced that turnover. Tori Holt, Karn by Dietz. Lauren Gardner. Championship Saturday at the XL Energy Center, covered by Sydney Conley. We'll check in downstairs with Lauren Gardner.
Well, Tori, it was really interesting during this last intermission, and as I was passing by the Packers dressing room, and Coach Palmquist was actually just sitting outside the dressing room telling me this is his players' time to reflect on this last period. He'll go in during the last few minutes of the intermission, tell him what he needs to say. Hey, this is the last 17 minutes of our season. This is what we've been working towards. We need to play smart, and we need to play with confidence.
No matter what, this is the last time these groups of kids will play together. All together. The same team will never be together again. After today, they have nothing to save it for. Rybert plays it in behind the goal. Schwartzman back for their star, Melitza McMillan. Trying to put the team on her back once again. That's what superstars do. Here's Baston, fed it through, chance, Schwartzman, Conley, just a step better yet again.
We've talked about her lateral movement, and you saw it again there today. She does such a nice job scoring up to the puck. What a pass there by Baston to get it across to her line mate, Schwartzman. And there you see Sydney Conley, just calm, cool, come across, takes the shot, not a problem.
15:01 to go. South St. Paul ahead 1-0. Remember last year they came in leading. The Abby Palmquist goal into the third period of the state final against Warroad, but the Warriors scored quickly to tie it, and then they went on a roll and around to a 5-1 championship victory. Packers trying to turn the tables here tonight. Up the right side, McMillan bursts to speed. Picks it up to the line, top of the circle, down the slot, trying to get to her forehand, in front, stop! A second chance, dead red by Karina Moret, and Conley made the save. Delayed penalty coming on South St. Paul. McMillan at the line, 2 feet inside, got it across Schipper, 6-on-5, Schipper shot, save, rebound, basket, stopped again, Conley hangs on, there's the whistle, no red light.
No red light, but I'll tell you what, the Mustangs are pointing in the net. They think it went in. You see Captain Carly Shader there pointing at the net. She thinks it went in, but the ref was right there, had a great view. He's saying, nope, I saw the puck the entire time. Let's take another look at it. Nice move by Schipper. Fires it, the rebound comes up. There's plenty of Mustangs there. Bodies diving all over the place, doing anything. Look at that. They're pointing. They're saying it is in the net. Let's
Watch
take another
the second
view.
Save right there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I think Engelmeyer's got the save on that one. She got actually in the net. I don't think the puck ever crossed. Good call by the referee.
You got to be careful, too, because if you close your hand around the puck in the goal crease, if you're a player, it's a penalty shot. Off the glass and out through the neutral zone and down.
I'll tell you what, Tori, these players are out there competing hard.
For the Breck Mustangs, 0 for 2 in the power play. They are on the power play for the next 1:43. South St. Paul in front 1-0. Rybert the goal in the second period. Here's McMillan again. Kicks it into another gear. Cuts to the front. Clamping down is that PK unit of Sam Lasham and company for the Packers. McMillan up top. Lobs one towards Lasham. She knocked it down. Lasham again. Long stick. Trying to take over both these superstar defensemen. Trying to make it their game.
Nice play there by Wilcox. Just taking her time. Dumping it in the zone. They still have just over a minute left on this penalty kill. McMillan has not left the ice other than going into the locker room in between periods.
Back to the line. Handled by Schipper to the corner. A warrior, Melitza McMillan. Wrapped around the near side dasher, swung free. Bouncing puck, shoveled off, and Engelmeyer cleared it out. Bridget Miller's going to get aggressive here and go hard after it. Put some pressure on Schipper. She can move. Schipper again in the game against Red Wing with 4 goals. Miller made the steal, tried to come out from behind the net and jam it home on the short side. Couldn't get it to go.
That Bridget Miller does a nice job on this PK. She's got speed, she's got energy, and she's playing a nice job.
McMillan, full head of steam, got it through. Moret in front, lows puck, Baston shot, stop, rebound, they score! Leah Schwartzman, the freshman, has scored the biggest goal of the season for the Mustangs. We're tied.
You felt it coming. Connolly was just getting peppered with shots. She was coming up save after save, but too many rebounds were bouncing out right in front of her there. And there were some Mustangs parked right outside the doorstep. And today it was Leah Schwartzman, the freshman, getting her second goal of the tournament. And like you said, the biggest goal. Let's take a look at it. McMillan comes in on the side, throws it out in front. Nice move there by Moret. Baston comes in, gets a shot at it. And Schwartzman takes the second shot at it. Big save there. Let's take a look at the Breck bench. Oh, they're pretty excited. They're not sitting down anymore. They're up on their feet. Coach Peterson, arms in the air. They're pretty excited.
One of the South St. Paul Packer forwards in the slot looked like she was trying to block a punt. She didn't have her stick, dove right at it, full Superman spread. Just couldn't get it as Schwartzman knocked it by her and Conley for the first time tonight. Conley stopped 19 out of 20.
And they were not easy 19 shots either, by any means.
17 out of 18 for Nyssen. We're tied up at 1. Lobbed out the center ice, skipping past the forward. Maddie DeSmith for South St. Paul, and it goes back into the zone. Packers try to regroup. What a game again. South St. Paul in a similar spot they were last year. Schipper sends it around the wing. Cross ice back. Mancheski right back in the direction of Schwartzman, a hero right now for Breck as she was able to tie this game up. You start to squeeze your sticks when you put that many good scoring chances on a freshman goaltender and you can't break her.
This is the kind of game we want to see for a championship, though. The top 2 teams here in the state. And we got ourselves a close game, 1-1. I mean, championship games, you don't want to see a 5-6 nothing blowout.
11:06 to go. Hey, they were loose and singing coming out. It transferred into the game-tying goal. 1-1. The third period is brought to you by Perkins. Breakfast is just the beginning. Back inside the XL Center, and it's been a goaltending show. Sydney Conley on your left in the maroon, in the white, Taylor Nyssen, a freshman and a senior. Opposite ends of the spectrum here in high school, but playing to a stalemate here, needing some help from their teammates. They can't do it all on their own. Nyssen stopped 20 out of 21. Conley, 18 out of 19. Near sidewall. It's flipped back in deep. Conley will set it up behind the net. 5-on-5 hockey. Reversed by Lasham.
Nice breakout there by the Packers. D up to the wing. Dumps it in, gets a good change, and gets some fresh legs out there.
Lasham that time going to get caught. Karina Moret got her feet taken out at center ice. And Lasham, the senior captain, is going to head to the box at a crucial time in this hockey game with 10:18 remaining in a tie contest.
Let's take another look at it. She's going for the puck. I don't know, hits her right in the, looks like she hits her right in the back of the leg. Tough time to take a penalty and to have your best player sitting in the penalty box.
Boy, you got to stay a little more composed than that. Poke her foot right out from underneath her. Power play now for Breck. Shader at the line, Moret. And taking away Emily Rybert. She has the only goal for South St. Paul. If you're just joining us, Class A state championship game. Down the slot comes Prentice Baston. South St. Paul and Breck. Packers looking for their 5th. Long shot by Melissa McMillan. Her and her Breck Mustangs looking for their 1st title. Shader at the side of the cage. Helps it back. McMillan got a lot of room to shoot. She'll wait, send it right wing circle. Chipper shot. Blocked. Side of the net again. Now behind as it rims around to the near boards. Shader after it. Cut off by Wisniewski. And now more pushing and shoving going on. Good physical action along the wings.
I think the reason the Packers penalty kill has been so successful is they pressure. They're not letting them sit up. Look at, they're going after them left and right.
McMillan cleared the space. A shot that time, but rising high up off the glass, back behind Conley off the tape of Schipper. McMillan now helps it across. Schipper drives, stop, rebound in front. It's loose, and a whistle. It was a bit quick. That puck was laying loose in the slot, and Schwartzman was licking her chops looking for the go-ahead goal.
Here's another look at it. Chris Peterson not happy with this. Nice fire there by Schipper. Puts it right on net. The rebound comes up. She has it. It drops. I don't know. It's a tough call, but here's the deal. As soon as the referee loses sight of it, the referee's going to blow the whistle. So it obviously was covered for a split second for them to blow the whistle. Tough
Winding
call.
and firing that time. Schipper walks it up. Shot. Got it again. Another save. Conley. How did she stop that one? Schipper thought she had the go-ahead goal in this power play. But there's another penalty coming up. A high stick. And in 22 seconds, South St. Paul will go to the power play. Alexander Wolin will sit down for 2 minutes.
I did not see that. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Let's take another look here. Big scrum right in front of the net. Bodies flying everywhere. Up there it was. You know what? Her stick got up in the air, and it came down right on top of Wisniewski. Hit her in the helmet there, and the ref was standing right there, high sticking.
Lasham will be out in 9 seconds. A huge lift to this Packers squad. Tied up at 1. Leah Schwartzman. She has the only goal for the Mustangs. That coming here in the 3rd period to tie. South St. Paul from Emily Rybert, who's going to take the draw. 8:27 right now is what the clock says. They are going to put some more time back on the clock. It's going to go to 8:40. That's what they're discussing right now.
A little bit of a delay out there, which only is advantageous to these players on the ice. Gives them that extra 15, 20 seconds rest, especially for these top players that are logging a lot of minutes out there.
Face out to the right side of Taylor Nyson. Important draw coming up. It's always interesting to see who takes these draws towards the end of the game. Who does our coach have the most confidence in?
We got Kate Schipper there ready to take the face-off for the Mustangs. And we're still talking about some stuff down there.
What are some of the thoughts that are going through your head right now? Are you going in to take this huge draw in your zone?
Win this draw. You know, this is an important draw. And, you know, for the Mustangs, win it back. And you got Milica back there who would just rifle it around the board, send it down the ice. Because, well, we still have some time left.
Yeah,
I'd still send it around.
4-on-4.
It'd still be on 4-on-4 for a little while here. But win the draw, control the puck, and we can't give up any you know, silly mistakes right now. Cover your man. Faceoffs are important to win and to cover your man.
Cleared, not out, drive, blocked, chipped ahead. Wisniewski there. And another whistle.
I think we're setting a record for block shots. I don't know, but today we've seen a lot of block shots, which is good body positioning by these defenders.
And for unnecessary delays.
Yeah.
Face off out at center. So Schipper again will go opposite Emily Rybert. 8:31, just to reset the stage here. Breck scored in the second. Or South St. Paul rather scored in the second. It was Rybert who got the goal number 9 for the Packers. She scored their last 3 goals. She scored the game winner yesterday. She scored the empty netter that iced it, and she came out here and put the Packers ahead. Then Breck here in the third, Leah Schwartzman on a rebound, has tied this game up.
She's a senior. She knows what it takes to win a championship here. Both teams have 5 seniors on their team who want to play their last high school hockey game here at the XL Center, Energy Center, and to walk away with that gold medal, with that championship.
4 titles for the Packers, none for the Mustangs. Mustangs have been in the spot just a couple of years ago, twice. Last year, Allie Tula and her goal, the graduated senior for the Packers, beat Breck to send them home in the semifinal game. South St. Paul back to full strength. Their superstar Sam Lachamp on the ice. 5-on-4, 1-1 our score. Viner had it taken away, and up the left side, it's Shader. Once she got the line, she dumped it and bailed. Schipper goes in hard. Packers from their own zone. Barlow will carry it up. Right side, Rybert. She's the one who likes to drop anchor right in front of the goaltender. Nice and create that screen. That's how she's picked up her goals in this tournament. Wilcox from Lachamp. Lachamp with space. Got a rocket. She floats one through traffic. Rybert at the side of the net. Reverses it to Viner. Up top. Lachamp got a bomb. One-time drive on goal. Nice and got it with that left pad.
Beautiful shot by Lachamp, but nobody was in front screening the goalie or going for that tip.
Lachamp again. That's where they want that shot. She'll dart to the front of the net. Deflection. Wilcox wasn't tied up. Schipper was there in her back pocket, but got a stick on it. She just tipped it wide of the mark.
33 seconds left in this power play for the Packers. They're going to have time for one more rush here.
Biggest power play of the season. 7 minutes remaining in regulation time. Class A state championship on the line. Left wing side, up ahead to center. Baston will clear it. Great job getting it out. No pressure. Lachamp hands it off to Barlow, creating some space. She trusts Barlow. Underrated defenseman, has been fantastic in this game. Ahead, Bridget Miller floats one on goal. Nyson cradles it with 1 second left. In that penalty to Alexandra Wallen for the high stick.
There's a shot of Melitza McMillan chewing on her mouth guard. She has, again, not left the ice. She is going to end up playing this entire game, which has been just under 45 minutes. It's just unheard of. You know, that's not the way hockey's played, but she's able to do this. She's done this enough throughout the season that she knows when she has to kind of rest out on the ice, and she knows when she has to play hard.
Putting the team on her back and hardly even breathing heavy. Here's Schipper, got a lot of speed. It rolled away. Right in the front, it's Wallen out of the box, she scores!
It looked like it went off of Abby Wisniewski's stick. I couldn't tell if it was her or if it was Alexandra Wallen, the freshman who came out of the box, who got her stick on it. I think she will get credit for it. If you take a closer look here, it almost looks like it went off of the defender for the Packers, senior defender Abby Wisniewski. Here's the break. Schipper loses control of it. Her speed catches up to it, throws it out in front of the net, and you have Alexandra Wallen, who had come out of the penalty box. Now, did it go off her skate?
This is going to be under review, I think, in a moment here. It went off a skate.
Here's the bench reaction. Peterson pretty excited there, jumping up and down. The players jumping around, giving hugs. Big goal.
No review.
No review. It's a goal. 6.5 minutes left here in this third period. Breck took the lead, 2-1.
A third line center and a freshman. Only her third goal of the season, her first of the tournament. And it comes in the state championship game to put her team ahead. They've never won before in girls hockey. Up top, Lasham across. They lead right now. She took the penalty out of the box. She scored. Under 6 minutes to play in regulation time. Barlow just inside the line in the Breck zone will play it down to the corner. Barlow gets it again. Will there be a hero for the Packers? Lasham will wait. She's the fearless leader of this squad, playing in the national team as an 18-year-old, under-18 team. It was taken away back the other direction. Shader got Schwartzman driving the middle of the ice. Shot, missed the target and up off the glass. It'll spring the rush for Wilcox. Flips it ahead. Here's Rybert. Lobs it in. First one to get it back behind the net. It's reversed. 5:18 to go, and the clock continuing to run.
The Mustangs need to play smart at this point, and the Packers need to play with patience. There's still over 5 minutes left.
Shipper on the wraparound. Connolly right there, a goal! Kate Shipper, it's snuck into the pads. 3-1 Breck. And she'll go celebrate with her fans.
A backhand wraparound. Kate Shipper, that's one we haven't seen from her yet. We've seen a lot of different plays, but she came around that net on her backhand, drives it away. We've talked about Connolly's great lateral movement. She did get over there, but she was able to sneak one underneath the pad. The referee had a great view. Here she is. Comes around her backhand side, keeps jabbing at it. Apparently there was no whistle. You see the referee pointing there. Here's where we're going to have the best view from up top. It's not in the net yet. You'll see it there off to the side.
I don't
know.
Did it cross the goal line?
I don't know.
I don't think it did.
It hit Connolly's pad.
I don't think it went over the goal line.
Connolly's pad was the one that pushed it back, but I don't know if it went fully over the goal line until after.
I want to see that overhead angle again. I don't think it crossed the goal line. This might not be a goal.
See the referees there talking to the guys up top here. They're reviewing it. They're looking at the shot from all the different angles. Let's look at the overhead. There's the puck there.
I don't think it went over the goal line.
You can't tell how far back the puck goes.
On the ice, they called it a goal, so it can't be.
It
has to be conclusive.
Yep, there has to be enough evidence to reverse the decision.
That's the key in the whole thing.
Yeah.
That it was called a goal.
Yep. And you know what? The ref was in a position there. You know, he was on the correct side of the net. He saw all of it take place.
Yeah, and you don't know what he could see.
Yeah.
From where he was.
He had even a different angle than what we're seeing up here from behind the net. There's Palmquist there. Obviously a little bit worried look on his face. His team's down 1 goal here and could possibly be down 2 goals. All the players getting a little bit of an extra rest here. They need it. They've been playing a lot of games, 3 games in 4 days here.
No goal.
Wow.
A huge no goal.
Palmquist is getting his team fired up. Again, 5 minutes left in this third period, only down 1 goal. That was huge, absolutely huge.
I always like to see the reaction of the coach.
Yeah, I was trying to hear to see if we could hear what they were saying, but
Dave Palmquist reaction. To the no goal.
Pretty excited on
Pretty
that
excited.
one.
It's still a 1-goal contest. 5:03 to go. And the reaction from the Breck bench, not as joyful.
The game summary here. I think the big numbers are Sam Lasham. She's been on the ice just over 36 minutes. And you look down below, Melissa McMillan. Time on the ice, almost 46 minutes the entire game thus far.
Today's game summary brought to you by CCM. Go light or go home. Championship Saturday, Class A final. 2-1 our score. It stays a huge replay overturn on the Kate Shipper. What she thought was a goal, it was ruled a goal. They said it didn't cross the line, but it's still a 1-goal contest. Baston had it taken away. Fed in deep. Racing around the wing. Melita McMillan sends it to center ice. Hammered off the left pad of the corner. Wisniewski from her own zone, 200 feet away, will send it up the right side for Lasham. Pressured back. Good breakout. Just a little too far there for Viner. Couldn't gather it in. Lasham getting aggressive here. Steps up. Overskated it. Karina Moret had lost her stick on the near boards. Picked it back up. Viner floats up through. Rebound and score! Sam Lasham in the slot. And their captain comes up with the biggest goal of the season. We're back to even.
What a beautiful play by the Packers. Tic-tac-toe. Sam Lasham parked out on the back step. Just waiting for the puck. It came so quickly. I believe the puck even was redirected up one of the Packers' skates. Landed right on her stick. She had a wide open net. Put it away. I think it's Viner coming off the half boards here. Throws it at the net. Redirected off of Rybert's skate. Right on Lasham's stick. And it's the senior captain who ties this game up with 4 minutes left. Look at that.
Sam Lasham had a great celebration. With all the Gopher hockey ties that run deep in South St. Paul, Sam Lasham went straight to the bench and did the old Matt Kowalska celebration from the 2002 championship when he tied it up.
Just launched herself right into their own players on the bench. I love it.
Absolutely.
I'd
love to get a split screen of those two celebrations. Under 4 minutes to go, tied at 2. Out to center ice, Melita McMillan. Lob back in deep, side of the cage. What a game here, the XL Energy Center. Girls hockey state final in the Class A bracket. Back and forth they've gone like heavyweight fighters. The #1 team of the state, McMillan, and her Breck Mustangs. Led moments ago, trying to get the lead back, off balance. A shot, they both get locked up. I think 2 people are going as it's touched by Miller. Wisniewski and McMillan went down to the deck pretty hard. 3:18 to go, breaking the action. Breck 2, South St. Paul 2, courtesy Sam Lasham. Well, it's South St. Paul that's going to get the penalty, and Dave Palmquist is not happy. And what we said right before, he's saying the same thing. Both? Shouldn't it be both in that situation?
Let's take another look at it here. Melita McMillan trying to go hard to the net. And you see the Packers coming back. They kind of get tied up together. I don't know, at this point in the game, with so much on the line, to me it almost looks like they both could go to the box. Either both or neither.
It doesn't work out for Dave Palmquist and his South St. Paul Packers at this juncture of the contest. Played with a hand. 3:08 left in regulation time in the state final, tied at 2. Melita McMillan, who hasn't left the ice. How much gas will she have towards the end of this one? 1:51. They have a power play to the Breck Mustangs. 1 out of 5 in this game. 7 for 18 in the tournament. McMillan at the line, swings it across. Fed deep into the zone, Karina Moret. It's sent back out to neutral. McMillan picks it up, left wing side, hits the line. Trying to create space, was pickpocketed. Kate Schipper back for McMillan, back below the goal line, fades it in front. Baston was there, so was Wilcox. Off the dasher, Lasham. She's going to get some work here late. Battle on the far boards. Poked back to the blue line. Kept in. No call. Wilcox had gone down. Peeling off is Schipper trying to get some space. Will dish it on the left wing side. Karina Moret will hand it off on the half wall. Back to the corner. Tied up. Clock winding under a minute to go in the power play. 2 minutes left in the contest in regulation. Tied at 2. Moret for Barlow. Right to Schipper, in front, tipped by Baston, didn't go off the toe of her stick. And a whistle, 1:57 remaining in regulation time.
39 seconds left in this penalty. I heard the crowd going nuts, and I'm watching, didn't know what was going on. Connolly had lost her stick. Right here, you'll see it get off to the side. She does not have it, well, she has it there, But later on, earlier in the play, she didn't have her stick, and that's what the crowd was going like, shoot, shoot. She does not have her stick.
I believe Breck called the timeout with 39 seconds to go. Trying to drop the game winner here with 1:57 remaining in regulation.
And again, Milica is still on the ice. She's taking a knee over there, getting herself a rest. But,
she doesn't look at all like she's at all gassed.
No, because she plays this game like
so smart.
Well, she plays it smart, but she plays it almost aerobically. You know what I mean? Instead of anaerobic, where she would go as hard as she can for 30, 45 seconds to a minute, like most hockey players, and then get off and rest. She will go hard, but on her rest, she just glides out there.
Well, it's been a goaltending battle as well from the XL Energy Center. Save the Game brought to you by Mikan. We don't play the game, we dominate it. Sydney Conley has been huge in this contest, especially early on when Breck was getting all kinds of scoring chances, even from point blank. This one on Schiffer, and we've commented after that how well she moves from post to post.
Palmquist said she needed to come up with some big saves to have them be in this game, and she's done exactly that. You can't ask much more from a freshman goalie in the championship of a state tournament to make the kind of saves that she has made thus far in the game.
There will be a hero tonight whose life will be different. What time expires between Breck and South St. Paul in the state championship game? 1:43 to go in regulation time, tied at 2. 23 in the power play. Schiffer's shot blocked by Lasham. Was on her like glue, helped back to the line. Waiting, feathered through. That puck was deflected but wide. Conley smothered it. And another whistle and another face-off in the offensive zone for this Breck power play unit. Still 12 seconds, so time to drop something off the static start.
There was a shot of Chris Peterson yelling to Milica that there's 12 seconds left in this penalty to the Packers, and then they're going to be 5-on-5 for just over a minute left in this game.
Conley at the top of the blue paint. Puck back to the line. Schiffer and McMillan at the line center point. Fed it to the corner. Lasham picks it up. Lasham got knocked down. Palmquist wanted something there. Out of the box comes Wisniewski. 1:16 now in 5-on-5 hockey. Lasham got knocked down. They let that go. But I think everybody's on edge at this point.
I know, and you look at the last 5 minutes of a game, a lot of people think that the refs should put their whistles in their pocket, but they just made that call a couple minutes ago here on the Packers, so I think Dave Palmquist was looking for a call in return.
And now he calls the timeout. 25-23 shots on goal, slightly tilted in the favor of Breck. 1:16 in regulation.
This has been an unbelievable game here thus far. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better championship game. We had a great game last night in the semifinals with Minnetonka defeating Lakeville North in overtime. Tonight's championship Class 2A is against the Minnetonka Skippers and the Roseville Raiders. I expect to see a game very similar to the one we're watching right now.
Last year, Minnetonka and Edina went right down to the wire. 39 seconds left. Amy Peterson, a hero with her 2 goals, including the game winner over the Hornets in that final 40 seconds of play. Last night, she was a hero again as well that sent Minnetonka's fans into a frenzy when she scored the game winner in overtime against Lakeville North. Sid Marin had tied that game with 20 seconds left. That's all the Panthers were away from being the first ever 4 seed into the state final.
Who wants this goal? And can they do it in 1 minute and 16 seconds? Who's hungry enough? Who's got gas left in the tank?
Claire Mancheski had it for a moment, lost it, rolled in front. She kicked it right to Wilcox, who hit the goalpost. Rung it off the iron with just over a minute to play. 2-2 the other direction. Left wing side, Schiffer drops it off for Carly Shader, and her shot was blocked. Schiffer scoops it up, waves back through. McMillan right at the line, whips it towards the goal. Lasham will grab it. Up ahead, Weibert. Boy, she could have been gone. It was behind her. She was looking over her left. The pass came over her right and all the way down for an ice. 43.2. Taking a look back at this shot that almost was a game winner.
She's coming in hard to the net. She's going upper corner. You can see where she's going there. Oh, just inches from scoring in the upper corner. And we heard the ding all the way up here.
She was looking for a hole that was 4 inches wide. She shot it 5 inches wide. Wrapped around to the near side. Racing up goes Emily Engelmeyer. Half minute to play in regulation time, tied at 2. For the rights to the state championship. Prentice Baston, top of the circle. Wanted to go backside to Schipper. Intercepted and dumped in by Rybert on goal. That's a long 150 feet if you're a goaltender watching that puck bounce on the ice. 10 seconds left, one more rush. McMillan, the superstar, will take it. Poke check at the line, out to neutral. Guess where we're headed?
We are headed to overtime.
Wallen will chip it up. Alexandra Wallen had a huge goal. She thought she may have had the game winner.
Tori, at this point in time, I would expect to see a few more third-line players. There's a great opportunity for DeSmith to get in the game, because I think these third-liners who have not had a lot of ice time are going to be just as good, if not better, than some of these first and second-liners who are pretty tired.
Back out to center. It's chipped ahead. Race for the puck. Lacham calmly skates in with Prentice Baston in her hip pocket. She's got space and speed. Here's Lacham down the slot. Had it roll away and has to hustle back into defensive position. 7.5 to play, double overtime. Shot blocked. Swung to the corner. Championship Saturday. Off to a pretty darn good start here. And a long lead pass for an ice. And boy, at this time in the game, can ill afford to do that. A face-off in the offensive zone for the Mustangs.
They were exhausted. They were tired. They just needed to get themselves off the ice. As I look down, I still see Riley Viner still sitting in the penalty box with the trainer.
How key is that? First-line right winger.
First liner sitting out right now. You saw him, the trainer, checking her out, looking at her eyes. I mean, I think it would be her head that hit pretty hard there. But they're just hanging out down there in the penalty box. But we're back 5-on-5 hockey here in overtime.
Got to go through all the tests necessary. Back behind the net, Anna Barlow. Lacham will help it on its way. Bridget Miller lays it ahead, kept in by Schipper. Lacham again. That time she got it out. Moving through the zone. Bridget Miller, she's been fabulous creating scoring opportunities. Not one of the top dogs on this team, but boy, she worked gritty.
In this overtime, I'll tell you what, she's been one of the top dogs. She's shown us the most offensive power yet by this Packer team in overtime.
We are in double overtime. Dropped off, shot by Schwartzman. Gobbled up, no, the rebound came free. Conley thought she had it. Schipper to the near wall. Everybody's blood pressure boils. Shot, rebound in front. Schwartzman couldn't get to it. They send it back through. McMillan, long bomb redirected. Just missed some mark as it hit traffic in front.
Up here, when they hit and deflect like that, we can't see what angle the puck's going at, and I thought that was actually going to go into the net.
6:22 to go in double overtime, tied at 2. McMillan from her own zone, always with her eyes up, moves ahead, bursts to speed, look out, 3-on-1. Here's McMillan in, cross ice. They tried to give it back, shot, goal, it's over! A championship winner for Leah Schwartzman.
Check out the emotions on the ice by both teams. The excitement for Breck to win their first state championship. Look at this. I mean, just...
The emotion pouring out right now on the ice.
Here it is. It ends up being a 3-on-1. McMillan calmly comes down the ice. She passes it over to her partner. Baston tries to go back. But it's Schwartzman who is the third man in. The freshman.
Breck goal.
2 goals for Leah Schwartzman, none bigger than the one she just scored. The state championship winner that sent the Breck bench into a frenzy. Their first ever title in Chris Peterson's first year as their head coach.
You gotta love this. Look at this.
10:55 of the second overtime period.
Melissa McMillan just absolutely exhausted. Never left the ice during the game.
69 minutes and 55 seconds Melissa McMillan played. And she ramped it up. Final rush, creating the play. That will live in history for Breck.
It's almost like Melissa was holding her breath, and now she's just able to breathe.
Today's player of the game is brought to you by Reebok, where innovation meets performance on the ice. Leah Schwartzman. She scored the goal to tie it at 1 that got Breck off the schneid. She gets the game winner with 6:05 left in the second overtime.
Perfect positioning coming down on that 3-on-1. She was the third man in, going for that rebound, and she was there to put it away.
South St. Paul just got caught up ice and couldn't get back in time. And Schwartzman just kept going hard right to the front of the net just in case. Today's play of the game brought to you by 45 Local News, the championship winner for Breck.
It's got to be the overtime winner. I mean, this right here is the excitement. Coming down 3-on-1, and Leah Schwartzman gets her second goal of the game. Third man in, look at her coming in, perfect position. There's the puck. And Connolly actually got a piece of it. I mean, she almost had it. She absolutely played probably one of her best games I think she's played of her career.
She was fantastic. 35 Breck shots. She stopped 32 of them.